Hey guys, what's going on? It's Luke with Tompy's Garage here. Welcome to the channel. It's your first time being here, which it probably is a brand new channel. So basically today it's just going to be me kind of talking about what to expect on the channel and kind of what to see. So behind me here, this is my 1997 Jeep TJ. It's pretty much a mild build already done to it. I bought it a couple months ago. I've wheeled it a couple times since I bought it, but there's some changes we're going to make, and also as well as the fact that this build series that you're going to be watching, this is the kind of the first video of that. This is going to turn into an ultra4 Jeep is my goal. It's going to race in the 4500 modified class, and I'll kind of dive more into the rules and stuff and kind of like what to expect like later on as like more parts arrive and everything. But I'll just go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around of the Jeep and kind of what it currently has done to it and kind of what we're thinking about changing. You'll see this Jeep on the channel a lot. This is my 1997 Jeep TJ. It's already been built. It was built probably several years ago. I bought it from some good friends of mine that don't live too far from here. And I bought this from them because it was a good platform, and I was looking for a good wheeling rig, and I had bought a Ranger that I was going to build, but that all fell through, and I didn't really like how it was going, and I felt like I was going to have to cut some corners and do things I didn't want to do with it. Just a little backstory on the Jeep here. Build list on this Jeep. It has a 302 out of, I think it was an old Mercury. It's been changed over to fuel injected with an MSD box. It has a Corvette 3-speed transmission backing it with an MP205 transfer case. All really strong components. As far as how long I'm going to keep the 302 in it, I would say probably until it craps out. I definitely have a 5.3 that I'd really like to swap in it, but it's just, timeline wise, it's just I'm not ready for that step yet because I'd rather get this complete build underway. A couple of things we're going to be changing with the Jeep. It's going to get new front and rear axles, just Dana 44s, trussed, gusseted with chrome moly axle shafts. As far as gear ratio, I'm not quite sure yet, and we're going to be running 37-inch tires because it is, for the class I'm wanting to run in the Ultra 4 series, it's the 4500 modified class. So I have to stick with a 37-inch tire that's DOT approved. A couple things the Jeep's missing is we definitely need a roll cage, kill switch. There's a whole laundry list, and I'll definitely do a video kind of diving more in depth to what all is missing and what it needs to be like complete and ready to pass technical inspection, which will be a big part of the process. And for full disclosure, I'm totally new to basically everything. So, I'm going to call things the wrong name. I've got my good friend Robert Devine. He's going to be helping me pretty much basically holding my hand, guiding me all the way through this whole build. He's built several Jeeps. He owns an off-road shop called After Hours Automotive in Chandler. They've done a ton of work here, and I'll put a link to all this stuff in the description so that you can see. You'll see him on the channel a lot, and his black Jeep. He has I don't remember what year. It's a newer JK. It's black. You'll see it a lot on the channel because we'll go wheeling together. You'll see some like wheeling videos on the channel as well as like just us messing around in the shop, and then just videos of just me sitting in front of here talking and kind of just going over the list of things to do, or like how things are going, just little updates here and there. So, like I said, I'll dive into the rules and stuff a little bit more, but just the plans for this, it's going to be a slow build. I want to be done by 2025 because then I'll be able to kind of start the season fresh. Because obviously I don't even know if it'll be in the cards for me to be able to race an Ultra 4. I would love to. But, life happens and things like that. But it's kind of just one of those things I want to be able to say I did it. That's why I want to do it. I started watching Ultra 4 a couple years ago after I saw Rockstar's Garage's video, and I kind of just fell in love with the whole idea of it. So while this won't be like anything that's going to probably win a ton of races, it'll just be something fun for me to do and compete in, and I enjoy wheeling anyway. So it'd be fun to kind of add that little extra spice. This is my only wheeling rig right now. Another Jeep you'll probably see is my good friend Robert's. This is his shop that I'm in. He's gracious enough to let me use it and kind of teach me and guide me along the way. I met Robert a while back. It's been a couple years now. I've had a couple Jeeps before this. This is my first dedicated wheeling rig. The other Jeeps I daily drove as well. And I've always been really fascinated with the world of wheeling in things. And then when I found out what ultra4 was, I decided, you know, I really want to at least try my hand at it. It might not be good, but I think I'd have a good time. And so the goal is to have this thing completely done by 2025. Ideally, I want to have it fully built by June. I think it's 6 because they're doing a race up in Attica at Badlands, and I'm familiar with that area. So I'd like to go up there and at least put my name in the hat and get a couple runs in. And just kind of see how it hangs and how I feel doing it. It's just something like one of those things you want to just check off your list to say like, hey, I've done that. I've at least tried it. But the timeline on this it's pretty flexible. Like I said, we're not like crunches. We don't have any sponsors or anything like that. So it's really just, you know, expect it to take its time. It's going to be done right. It's going to be a very long, drawn-out process because it's just me and him doing it. And he has a full-time job and runs his shop full-time. Jeeps turning him in and out. And I work full-time as well, so it's really just whenever we can get to it. They still expect kind of like weekly update videos, or just like me talking in the garage, kind of like this. I had to get the build underway and kind of take you guys with me along on the journey, just so you can see that, you know, even on a budget, you can build something that's really fun and could maybe not compete and be in first place, but at least have a good time with. And while this will be a dedicated, I really don't drive it on the road very much, but I don't want to lose a ton of daily drivability as far as just driving on the weekends here and there, like 10 minutes. Just because at the end of the day, it's still a Jeep. I still want to be able to drive it. It's still licensed and registered and all that. But I just want to be able to show that you can build something like that can go and bomb through the desert, but also go get you groceries on a Saturday morning if you really wanted to. Because I enjoy driving this thing. I don't want to make it to where I can only trailer it to if I want to go to the gas station or something, like many of my other friends have. So, you know, that's kind of what to expect. You know, you're going to see a budget build. I'm going to try to build my own cage for the first time. I've never done that. It's one of the things you'll see. I'm going to re-gear axles for the first time. Also never done that. I've seen it done. I've helped, but I've never done it. Some other things to expect, like you'll see me do some welding. Never done that. I've watched, but I've never done it. So this will be a big learning experience for me and for you guys to kind of see that if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it at home if you wanted to. It'll kind of go to show what all goes into one of these builds. So like just to see kind of what it looks like with a 2-person operation compared to a big shop that's putting out these cars like all the time, year round. So it'll be, you know, it's gonna be slow, but it'll be interesting at least, because you're gonna see a guy that has no experience with vehicles and probably shouldn't be touching anything, but I'm gonna be messing with everything humanly possible in this Jeep, just so I know the complete ins and outs of it, and that I'm confident in wheeling it. Because I feel like if I know everything about it, I know where the weak points are, and you know, I'm not taking someone else's word for the build. I know the build quality. It'll make me feel better wheeling it to know that. And basically that's all I got today, guys. You'll probably see videos. My goal is to have video every week for you guys, but we'll kind of just see how that shakes out. My work schedule's a little messed up, and Robert's busy too. So, you know, we have a wheeling trip coming up too here soon, so you'll see a video of that. We're going up to a local park close to us. It's kind of going to be a mud slop fest. I'm not very happy about that, but hopefully the rain dries out for us. Alrighty, guys, thank you for watching.